5.
I don't know why we needed an extra intro video. But here we are. Welcome to Rogue 5 Rundown with Chris and Brandon.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, everybody?
Thank you, John, for that intro that you put up for us.
Yeah, we're getting all fancy now on the second episode, and it's already looking better.
I know, exactly. We'll be a little bit more professional as time goes on.
For those that commented on my mug, I have a different mug this week. I know that there's people that liked my Han Solo, so here you go with Boba Fett. But anyway,
of course,
because we're actually doing a recording in the morning, so we gotta drink coffee or add some extra stuff to it. Whatever you want to do. So we'll go ahead and kick this off again. We'll try not to make it an hour this time. No promises, but we'll try to scream through some of these, since most of these have already been covered on the page once or twice before. So
yeah, we don't want to sit on things, but we do want to talk about a few others that come up that are like that you normally wouldn't see.
So we'll start off with the FX7 31 back A debut card. Chris, this was yours.
This is mine. To be honest with you, at one point during COVID, these things were hitting $800 to $1,000 like loose. I know my graded example I paid like $1,400 for. So FX7 has gone down a lot, but it is very hard to find these with a nice blister. So
yeah,
these will still command a decent amount of money.
I had one of these before, and the blister was completely crushed on it. So find one with a nice blister, for $400, 31 back A debuts. About what they go for unpunched. Looks pretty good.
Beautiful. So this was a Walrus Man. This was a 21 back, but it has an orange footer, and I believe most of them came with the green footer. That's like stock. So people collect these different color footers. I think these are just like factory sample type things where whatever they had, they probably just threw in at the time what they had. And I think there's like pink ones sometimes, and all different colors. So, but people like that stuff, so it commands more money.
I think he likes the pink one.
He likes the pink one, yes, exactly.
Warrock, these things I think took a nosedive. The figure itself used to be $325 back during COVID. Now a mock,
People need to realize that when it comes to Power of the Force loose and Power of the Force carded, there's not a big disparity between prices unless it's like a pop-up or a Luke Storm type thing. Most of the other common stuff, honestly, you're not paying that much more money for a sealed version.
And they always talk about Last 17 being worth a lot because there wasn't, it was the end of the line. I get that, but it seemed like everybody and their mother was just grabbing these off the pegs when when they realized that Star Wars was, after the first two movies, I think people were starting to realize that the movie was very popular. So I think people were starting to pick these up.
At the time,
keep these closed, especially. I think these are all sealed.
At the time, people weren't collecting them because the kids were out of it, but they kind of stay sealed over the years because they were all in bargain bins. So this is a regular 2-1B 41 back. Again, this one used to sell for probably double that price, and this one actually sat for a while before it finally sold. And $200, in my opinion, for a clear blister 41 back 2-1B is fantastic, but it took weeks for it to sell.
It's an ESB clear blister, so any ESB right off the bat was usually 200 starting, so not bad. Especially this is a droid character, so everybody loves the droid. Large head, Chewbacca.
Yeah, there's a bunch of just loose figures. I try and stay in rhythm, meaning when I'm doing loose figures, I try and do a bunch of loose figures. If I'm doing mocks, I try and stay with mocks and try and keep things in a little bit of order.
Sensor scope, clean dome, $30. Like I said before, guys, if we already covered most of these on the previous episode, we're not going to spend too much time on it. So
no. Here's a C-3PO with nice gold, stiff limbs, and $25. These things can range from $5 to $50 depending on condition.
Yeah, really nice one with uncracked limbs. You're looking at 50 easy. They're really hard to find. I've only found a couple out in the wild where the limbs were uncracked and the gold is beautiful on it, and I was willing to pay up for it because you just don't find it.
Correct.
Lobot.
No one cares about Lobot.
Here's Charles Wallminster. This is what Charles is going to look like here in the next few years.
That's what John Rulo looks like right now.
Akbar.
AT-AT. He's always hard to find with the no butt rub. So commonly, the first thing you want to look at is the back of his butt.
Yeah, you got to make sure he works out. So when you're looking at the butt cheeks there, no paint rub on there. That's when you know you got a good one. I mean, people almost prefer that to. It could have a couple nicks on the gloves and some on the helmet, but if the butt's real nice, you know, you can get anywhere upwards of $20 for it.
Tebow.
Here's a Boba Fett. Very good plus. You know, the blasters already average $20, and there you get a nice figure. A nice Boba is $25 to $30 anyway. If it's perfect, you're looking at 40 plus.
Yep.
On a Boba. So
that was a nice clean Boba with the chest paint and the visor. IG-88 took a nosedive. Emperor. I mean, these are all basic, common prices. Rebel Commander is always a hot seller. These are army builders, so people always buy these.
Bespin Guards, no blaster. Death Squad Commander. I mean, if you can find one that has no helmet rub, paint, belt rub, or gloves, you know, glove rub.
Yeah, he has the two things on his
higher price.
The two silver things on his wrist. You want to make sure that they're nice and silver.
His wrist watches.
Tuscan.
Here's a Hollow Cheeks, so we can spend more time on this one.
Hollow Cheeks ended up selling for $250. You know, he does have some silver missing from his eyes, but overall, you know, you're not gonna send this in for grading, but it's a great piece to just display. Silver could be better, but face very clean. So there you go. Walrus Man. Check the tusk always. That was actually one of the nicest FX7s I've actually seen in a while. When I was listing it, I was like, wow, this is actually really clean. Like, because his arm is like kind of like rubbery, so the paint cracks right off of it. It literally flakes off it. So when you find it with no paint cracking on it, it's like, wow, this is a clean one. It's Rebel Commando, Forlom.
Death Star Droid. These are a range of prices again, just like C-3PO, anywhere from $5 for loose beaters up to $50 or $60, depending on the chrome and the black paint, especially.
And they're always a hot seller. People will always buy them no matter what within seconds.
Yeah, it's one of the nicest mocks too. I think it's the overall display and the colors. I think looks the best. Vader.
Nice clean Vader.
More Joes, Eels, 40. I mean, this is probably the cleanest lot of Joes I've ever seen. Picking this up, the sigils on almost all the figures that I looked at were super. And it's very hard to find sigils that are still on these figures because obviously they were played with a lot, and any kind of cracks. All these figures have their thumbs, and so this is such you get to look for when you're looking at GI Joes and make sure the figures have their thumbs. The O-ring is nice and tight, and that their paint and the sigils are nice on there. Eels for 40. Leia. Complete. Ranging anywhere from 90 to 130, depending on the discoloration, right?
We do things differently on Rogue 5 than what most of the Facebook groups do. And basically what I mean by that is that everyone automatically sees a Leia and they say, oh, $125. And no matter what condition the Leia in, it could be a urinal variant or it could be really nice. Everyone just slaps it up for $125 and they think it's going to sell. On our page, we don't do that. We kind of like, if it's something that is discolored like that, we will dock it. Meaning where we look at the blaster and we know, all right, the blaster's 80 to 90. A really nice white cape can be 10 to $20 very easily. Yeah. And then we add on a few dollars for the figure. I mean, whenever you see a price difference on our page and it could be the same figure, it's because the figure is either of a higher or lesser quality than the one before that. The accessory is always worth something. All accessories are worth something. So it's never going to go below that value. It just depends on the condition of the figure. We don't just slap up the same price over and over and over again like other pages. I don't like doing that.
No, I'm always looking at the condition and based off of what it looks like and in our our grading scale here on the page.
Luke X-Wing.
Raised China bar.
Yeah. Always hard to find those. Naim Num, no one cares about him. You kick him right in the bucket. That's just a little variant for the Zuckus that people don't care. There's little circles on his knees and the heels in the back. If you look at the back picture, you'll see a little circle there. And,
It's got circles here and circles on the heels.
Some of them don't have it, so AFA does recognize it on the label.
Warrock, already covered him. Commander, Greedo, low light, $25, lots of accessories, tight limbs, near mint paint, beautiful condition. Here's a very sought after figure, I guess. A lot of people look for stalkers. This is a V1.5, so it's got the different arms. This is a swivel arm as opposed to a V1, which would be a straight arm. So the straight arm is the one that a lot of people look for, but this is still a hard to find figure, or a popular figure nonetheless. $40 on him. Han Hoth, already covered him. Bib Fortuna, 22, lots of accessories. You already talked about why you take the coat off and pissing everybody off.
Yep, everyone gets mad at me.
Reese. Eye paint's really hard on your Reese, and then obviously all the paint that he's got here. Some are molded, some are painted arms, so something you got to look for. Torch, $15. This guy's got a ton of paint on him. It's really hard to find one with really nice paint. I think I just listed one a couple days ago with nice paint, but 15 to 20 on Torch is what he averages. Airtight, got a lot of not PG comments on him. $20 complete, near mint condition. Python Viper, $30 complete. These are always, I don't know. I love these figures. I think
it's a lot.
Job.
Yeah, there's a lot of paint and detail on that one.
Yeah.
This was just a Astromech Droid 6-pack. I want to say these probably came out. Oh, there's the Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of the women like to collect the pink droid, which is why this one was bought.
By Adam Gothard.
By Adam Gothard.
C-3PO boner card.
Yeah, that's the boner card. That's the era.
I think this went pretty cheap. Usually these are, you can find one almost double that. So
that was a Adam G special for all the hard work he does for us.
I found one of these at a card show one time for like $30, and I was like, no, because I didn't know what they were going for, and I should have just looked it up online. I'm an idiot, but
yeah.
Frag Viper, $25, missing one of the grenades, but it's usually about 30, 35 complete. Okay. That is Luke Skywalker Hoth. Again, these can range anywhere from 12 to 50 to 60, depending on how nice the paint is, and really white limbs.
In my opinion, he is the toughest figure of the whole line to get graded in 85 and higher.
Yeah,
right up there with the Luke X-Wing. But in my opinion, it's Luke Hoth. Klaatu, Lando,
Flint. He's a one of the more popular figures. Again, lots of detail and paint. 40 is what it sold for. No cracks in the arms. Nice paint. Tight limbs. Logray, $25. Lots of accessories.
I mean, he has 3 accessories that go for $7 a piece. So you got to know that the figure is going to be at least $21, not counting the figure.
Yeah.
So.
Stormtrooper, $30. Vader, with a stretched out noodle saber that somebody probably used as a toothpick. What I would do is I would just buy this figure and I would just upgrade the saber because the figure is really nice and a really nice paint.
Yeah. Stormtroopers always sell, always a hot seller.
Loose. 3 loose hammies, $15, $5 a piece.
Adam G special.
No, it's $25. Usually what he goes for with nice apron. This one is not discolored. And nice paint. So $25 for an
I remember
Earman. That's
listening to this
really
one.
good.
Yeah, it was actually one of the nicest ones I've actually seen in quite some time of an Ugnaught.
I mean, that's easily $30 right there. So
The hair,
good
the
price for
tusk.
25. Nobody cares about Dengar. FX7.
Nope.
Another R2. Red Snags.
Yeah. As you see, when we get going, we list a lot of stuff each day, especially when it comes to loose figures. This is a sideshow of Darth Vader. I didn't even know people collected these things. Got this in a collection, and it actually sold fairly quickly.
People collect a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I always tend to forget that. The Death Star space station, the box, I remember, was roached and it was missing the rope and the foam, but sold very, very fast. People like to build these together. All the pieces were there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, overall, it was really a nice looking set.
I just sold the box at a toy show recently. I had 2 boxes. Well, somebody traded me the box for some figures, so
these are such a pain to ship.
Yeah,
box,
so that's why I took it to the show, because I didn't want to deal with it. Evil Knievel.
Yeah, this one's actually still for sale, never sold, but this is like a newer version, like a retro version.
Oh, like 90s or 2000?
2000s, yeah. So
John Walden, this has your name on it. If you're editing this episode,
put it on shopatthevaultonline.com.
G.I. Joe bats, lots of accessories. These go for $60, average, I would say. This one was really nice paint, nice emblem on the front here.
This is a nice Twinkie container. So the whole purpose of this is supposed to put your Twinkie inside of it. I don't really know how or why, but you know what? It's vintage. So if it's vintage and it's a toy, we will sell it. And it was still sealed.
Put your glizzy in there too.
Yes, it holds
for sale. What year is that from?
I want to say it was like the early 80s, I believe. This was
imagine putting a Twinkie in this early 80s container.
Some droid figures. You know, people collect these things.
This is a $20 set. I bought this at Disney when it came out. So it's easily, I mean, they sell these $13 a piece. So you can only imagine what a 2-pack costs.
Oh, there you go. Sold it cheap.
Python Crimson Guard. Again, lots of paint, lots of detail. This one's still for sale. I'll be dropping the price on this just to move it. Got a bunch of other Joes coming in. Clutch. Swivel arm version 1.5. $40. I mean, these are the early Joes right here, 82, 83. So, I mean, they started coming out in 82. So, you know, these are, again, really nice. No broken thumbs, which is very common with these, and really nice paint. So, $40.
Brandon is a huge G.I. Joe seller now, guys. So stay tuned on the page for more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's I've always liked the figure. I've always stayed away from G.I. Joes because I don't know anything about them. It's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of accessories, and there's hundreds of figures. I've always been like, every time I find one, I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. But now, since I've immersed myself a little bit here and there with Joe's, I figured it was time to get into another toy line and at least learn about it. And I've had to learn with the fire hose.
Expand.
$35, 89. These is one of the newer versions there. Star Trek.
Yeah, a bunch of, you know, every once in a while when you start seeing me list like stuff like this, just basically means I need a break for the day, because I list like 30 or 40 listings a day with loose figures and mocks, and the packaging or packing at night becomes so extensive that I just, when I need a break, I'll start listing up these little oddball items.
Yep. What year is this from?
This is new. It's a newer thing, 2000s.
I don't remember Spock having a goatee, but whatever. Okay.
Now he does.
Glassleet.
Yeah, some Glassleet figures. They didn't sell. I mean, they weren't in great condition, but Glassleet figures have taken a complete nosedive. These used to sell for $250 loose. and this was
Yeah.
$125, and it didn't even sell, which was very, very surprising. Here's a Luke Skywalker glass sleeve. Literally, the saber was broken into 3, but that's how fragile they are. And again, these can range from $500 to $1,000 Luke on condition. And
Can't believe you
sell
stepped on the saber before listing.
Yes.
That's a
I
real
stepped
shame.
on it. Yeah. It's actually my wife's fault.
Vapor. This is a driver, I believe, of a vehicle. So that's why he didn't come with any accessories.
Oh,
so he's complete. Nice sigil, $30. Tron, yellow, light cycle. Again, just like Chris said, when I get bored of posting Star Wars stuff, I'll just post random odds and ends that I get in other collections. This was one of them. Yellow light cycle. I don't collect Tron. I know a lot of people do.
I love Tron.
I think they go for anywhere from 40 to 60, depending on condition. I've seen these things. So
I just recently rewatched both movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch those as well. Buzzer. This is John Walden from 1965.
When he was 20.
Complete with accessories, nice paint, $20.
Yeah. That's just me selling acrylic cases every once in a while. Acrylic cases, they go for $20, brand new, $25, brand new, and shipping. I list them on the page, $15, and they sell within seconds. So here's a Black Bespin guard, got graded at 70 plus from AFA. This was actually recently graded. It was straight. It was straight from AFA. I did not grade these. These were I got these from somebody else. So that one sold for $225.
I mean, that's what they used to sell for loose. So
I know. This is the Rebel Commander, 41 back, got graded at 75, sold for $325. And anytime you see anything ESB, clear blister, even if it's in 75-ish condition, they sell. It sells automatically. You'll see, check the prices. We're a lot cheaper than eBay. 41 back Imperial Commander, 70 plus, $250. Not the highest of grades, but you know what? People can't afford 80s and 85s. So if you're looking to just do like a mock run, and especially one like this, look at that. Look how clean that is. It's unpunched and it displays beautifully. So for $250, in my opinion, that's a steal for a collector.
John Walden snowed in sale. Oh, get ready. These nice listings are going to be flying here. $25 due back, no rains. That's
I don't think we have time for these. John has a land speeder, $15 shipped.
15 shipped. It's sold.
I think it costs.
You would never know it's sold. You would never know it's sold though. I mean, he doesn't write sold on here.
No, so. I think it costs $14 to ship, so he made $1 on
that. These go for $20 all day long. 2025 actually. So 15 shipped. It had a small crack in the windshield and a couple cracks here, but I mean, for a placeholder, that's not bad. That's $10.
Here's a Cloud Car Pilot, 47 back. This is a nice grade. Got graded in 80. Sold for $315. And, that was a freshly graded one, too. Snow Speeder.
Harpoon, 25 shipped. He sold that. It's $20 basically for the vehicle. It's pretty clean.
Yeah, I think John actually lost $3 shipping on that one, so.
Yep. These complete go for anywhere from 75 to 85.
Yep.
Which is weird because the block doesn't even go for that much, and the harpoon, and then the ship by itself doesn't even go for that much. But complete, they go for 75 or 80. It's weird. Warthog. This is a really cool vehicle. I honestly think that this was a really good price, especially with the Sergeant Slaughter figure. 33 shipped. I mean, this thing I have one. It's a decent size.
Oh, John wrote sold too. Look at that.
John probably lost money on this.
Yeah, probably.
What is this? Power of the Force X-Wing.
$30 shipped. Damn. Look at that. Walden stealing and wheeling and dealing.
Carbonized TIE Fighter pilot still for sale. 17 shipped. I mean, Black Series 6-inch figures took. I mean, you can ask Shane. Shane had a whole collection of all this stuff. This stuff took a giant nosedive.
Yep. Power of the Force.
40 shipped
stuff.
TIE Fighter. 40 shipped. It's not bad. I mean, it's what they go for at a show, 40, 45.
This is a sealed Snake Mountain from Motu, Masters of the Universe. And this sold for $750 shipped. Very rarely will you find these still sealed like this. And, higher priced items, bigger items, I try and do a video now first to show all the condition of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Snake Mountain. I'm not a big He-Man Motu guy. I had the figures as a kid, but I didn't have any of this. My stuff was hand-me-downs. Dial tone, $20. Both the accessories, nice paint, tight limbs. This is a Shane Davison
custom. Yeah.
We're not going to cover custom prices here.
R5D4, graded in 80, $110, in and out, good price. Not going to sit on it for $130 and wait 6 weeks. This is John's still doing his Snowden sale from 4 days later. So.
I don't even know what this is.
No idea.
Here's a Hawk Tua figure. Hawk version 1.5 swivel arm. Near mint, very nice condition. Very popular figure. $45 sold. Power of the Force ATST Walker.
Nice.
28 shipped. Complete. Not bad. You got to watch for the guns on these. I mean, a lot of people put this gun on the older on the older Chicken Walker. So
and that's where the money is on the older ones. Here's another custom from Shane.
Another custom Televiper. 20 complete, still for sale. Notorious for nose rubs. This one does not have one. $20. Power of the Force 12-inch Han, still for sale.
God, I have so many of those. Tusken Raider, graded at 80, $110. I mean, you really can't get any cheaper than that. It's $70, $80 just to grade it. It's $35 loose. You're actually losing money. So there you go.
Empty mailer box. All right. Pez. All right. G.I. Joe Mobile Battle Bunker. $35 complete. 35 shipped. I think it's a good deal. I mean, these vehicles honestly just don't go for that much, and I don't know why. Because you would think that the complete vehicle would go for a lot more, but
yeah, I've noticed that with G.I. Joe, the vehicles are actually less money than figures, which makes zero sense.
And the accessories on G.I. Joes aren't even worth that much either, which is kind of weird to me. 55 shipped for
Pops.
Yes, we do sell Pops on the page, everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah. This was a modern lot, probably 10 figures, $50. These are ones that I try and sell in a lot to just get them out, to sit here and sell them individually. I will be here for the next 20 years doing that. Same thing. Graded Imperial Commander, $125. I'm sure on eBay they go for $160 and higher. So join our Patreon and get exclusive content.
Exclusive access.
IG-88 got graded at 85, $125.
Well, now I gotta find the. Let's see.
What a banner.
There we go.
There you go. Support the show. Patreon.com/588 Talking Toys. You get to see all upcoming toys that come up for sale on Rogue 5 beforehand. You get all of our shows 24 hours in advance, and you get our special episode of After Dark.
All right. IG-88, CAS-85, CS-85, 125.
Yep.
Grand Slam, 60. Again, this is an 82 straight arm, so no swivel arm. Has the thumbs, very nice condition. $60. Lando complete near mint. $23. Out driver complete. 23 shipped.
That's Walden's bed sheet hanging in the background. Sorry, guys.
Has one spot of butt rub right here. Prune face.
Some R2,
Not quite the urinal variant. 23 shipped for an R2. Good price shipped. It's a $20 figure easily. 20 shipped for Hoth. Luke. Already covered some of these figures, guys.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just going to start racing through these 9 nubs and drivers, Dengars, Bib
we're only on
Fortunas,
January 10th. We're
Zuckai.
2 days ahead. This
Here's one.
This is when Walden got snowed in, like I said, for 4 days. So he just took over the page and went crazy.
Hookah bowl sealed, $10, usually 15 shipped.
Yeah, regular Vader graded 80, $120. Nothing special. Leia Bespin 80 plus went for $160. She's always harder to get in higher condition, so she always will command more money. Another modern lot, 34 of these in one bundle for $170. So again, I'm not sitting here selling them one at a time. Put them all together. Han Solo graded 85 for $130. It's pretty much the cost of the figure and grading.
Yep.
You got a
Another
Tusken Raider. Sold a lot of Tusken Raiders lately over these last few weeks. You'll see a lot of Tuskens.
Yeah, here they all are.
Yeah. There's a Emperor Power of the Force card, but went for $250. Had some damage, but it's a nice display card if you're looking to just do a mock run. Here's a pop-up. This pop-up was in good condition. $800 sealed. Loose, they go for $500, even $600. So to get one sealed with the coin and the card and everything, $800. Only at Rogue 5 Toys.
Correct.
Here's a Gamorrean Guard, 77 back, $50. I mean, you can't get any cheaper than that. It's a mint.
That nasty.
Yeah.
Somebody pulled that price tag off there.
But you got a nice mint figure on a card displayed, and you're not paying that much more. You got a AT-AT Commander on a 47 back, $45. Papa's cut on this one. Cloud car. Got
somebody put the stickers on the back of it, or all over it, rather.
Here's a Klaatu. I like to call them the Twisted Sisters, and there's actually inside joke behind that, which I'll explain one day, but not today. I like to list these both together and just sell them as a bundle. Weequay, $65. A lot of these Jedi cards, honestly, like these characters, are very cheap. You want to get them in and out. They're not $100 cards anymore. They're more in that 50 to 75 category.
Books 15 shipped for $5. That's a really good deal.
That was a really good deal. John was absolutely nuts for doing that. They sell for $5 a piece easily. Here's some paperwork sold for $40. Not the everyday paperwork that you would normally find. So
some of the more rare.
The refund ones. People always like the ones with the refunds and stuff. Here's some cups from the Gremlins.
Oh, these are kind of neat. Nice.
This looks like it's going to be another. It's going to be another hour show today because we're only 3 days in.
Yeah, we're racing through here.
Alien figures from John. Those are the 90s Kenner ones.
Predator. 18 shipped, 20 shipped for this. These are really cool. I remember these coming out. A lot of novelty stuff. Yeah. $15.
Knickknacks. Some turtles.
2024. Wow. Brand new figures.
Tuca.
2024.
Yeah, it's about $20 shipped. Walden has really good prices usually on all of his stuff.
Yeah. 22 shipped for Razor. Model
Here's a bunch of
kits.
model kits. These things don't ever go for a lot of money, and they're not really highly collectible. So these things are cheap. $40 shipped for 4 boxes of them. You know,
You probably lost money on that with the
I
shipping.
lost money on that one too. Yep. Here's Tim Tebow. Same thing, $50. In and out. They don't go for a lot of money anymore. Loose, they sell for half that price, $30.
Robo Force.
No,
I don't know what
Robo
this
Force or Force Spots, never heard of it, but I mean, they're still for sale if anyone's interested.
Ninja Turtles accessories. Yeah. $12 shipped. I mean, can't go wrong there.
Well,
I mean, some of that stuff's probably pretty hard to find.
it's a prune face mock.
Prune face.
Oh, it's actually 2 mocks, prune face and the Klaatu, $100 for both. Great deal. Low gray and the prune face. Yeah, as you can see, I had a ton of these Jedi cards, and I was just looking to blow them out. So,
Batmobile missing missiles. 35 shipped. Extendar. 20 shipped. Motu. Jord Dusat finally sold.
Yep.
115 for droids Jord Dusat.
I mean, which in my opinion is a ridiculous price. He was over $200 at one point.
Yeah, the droids line.
Here's some old graded figures, UKG. They never really command a lot of money over here, so these are just in and out pieces. Put them up. Let's
UKGs. Squid Head and Anakin. 75 each.
Yeah. Cheap prices on these.
Duke Tiger Force, $35. Again, this is not your normal line. This is a G.I. Joe Tiger Force line, so some of these are a little more pricey due to the fact that they're a little more sought after. Boba Fett, VC09, AFA 9.
Modern.
75. That's what it costs in grade jam.
Exactly.
Laser Viper 15 complete. Recoil 25 complete. Lots of accessories. Paint's really nice. Astro Viper 18 still for sale. Some
just me blowing some more mocks out.
Made in Mexico. Card. Bespin Guard ESB card. Look at that, $85. Really nice price. This one right here is a Canadian, right?
Yeah, French Canadian. Yep. Those are more of the common ones.
Read along. 35 shipped for the 3 read alongs. $10 a piece with the records. Battle Cat. No helmet. Motu. This is Shane when he gets out of bed. 24 shipped.
This is Shane asking for a glizzy. Thundercats, Mumra.
A couple people I know that when they look like when they get out of bed. Oh, look, somebody already coffee. Commented that's John Rula pre-coffee.
There you go.
Correct. 24 shipped. I mean, it's a pretty good figure right there.
I know.
Very popular figure. Strider, 24 shipped. Masters of the Universe. Blast Attack. Missing the ripcord, 50 shipped that sold. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this figure.
No, I haven't seen half these figures.
Here's one Building the Wall playset, 30 shipped.
Build the wall. I mean, as you see, we sell all types of toys.
Everything you think of. Wicket, Sigma mug. The Death Star board game complete. Near Mint Plus. This thing was not used, obviously, in very nice shape.
Yep.
Ninja Turtles, Bebop, Undercover Don, and complete Genghis Frog. 22 shipped. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I had those as a kid. Here's some loose graded figures that I was just trying to blow out. $60, $60, $50. As you can see, those are, more than what it costs to grade and the figure itself. So this is just moving inventory.
Yeah, that's not what they go for on eBay, guys. So you guys, looking for these figures, it's because we have them here on our page and we're just trying to blow them out.
And it was listed
these are worth more than $60. I can tell you that.
And look at the time, 7:06 a.m. So I am listing 24/7.
Another custom, more UKG figures.
Yeah, just moving inventory.
Roadblock 35 added to the box. Popular figure, complete, near mint, beautiful condition. Beachhead, $35.
I remember
This
this
is I think these go for 50 to 60 on eBay, so throwing a little deal out there. I'm actually surprised it wasn't claimed faster, but very popular figure, Beachhead, $35.
Yeah, I remember him actually as a kid growing up.
Leather Nuts, 28, complete, shipped. Sorry, 33 shipped, complete. Also a popular figure. Hot Wheels.
It's a Hot Wheels set. This is when I started listing some Hot Wheels on the page.
That's a cool set. Nice in the box.
Yep. Matchboxes.
Matchbox. Koopa Troopa. Complete with the box. I love these boxes. These boxes, I wish they would go back to doing that nowadays.
And it has the exact car with the name on it, too.
Yeah, I mean, if Hasbro was going back, they didn't want to do, the packaging with the blister on there to save plastic for the environment reasons, then
go back to
this is the only way I could see you selling toys is by putting cars in the box. Not the figure in the box. You need to see the figure, but this artwork is so nice that it's really cool. Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean, I was very surprised. I was listing these as like a shot in the dark. I wasn't sure if these were. I know that they're very collectible. Just wasn't sure if they were going to sell, and they all sold out within the day. This is a Desert Sail skiff, sealed, graded 80. It's actually still for sale from Macau. Surprised that no one's claimed that one yet. This was just a cape that was listed singular by itself, but it's very nice. That's Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris pre-COVID.
Yeah, $50.
50. Very hard to find flashlight.
Oh,
$50. Frostbite, $20.
God, there's so many figures.
So many figures. Bazooka. 35. Sold. Very nice paint on him. Here's Shane. Here's Shane.
This is Shane on vacation. Shane on vacation at a tropical island.
Still for sale. Red lines.
Here's some more red lines. Custom Firebird sold for $125. These cars had the most nicest paint on these old cars that I've ever seen. Just look them up on eBay if you ever get a chance, and look how beat these cars usually are from people playing with them.
Mm-hmm. So very hard. I find red lines all the time, let me tell you, and it's very hard to find one with decent paint.
Yeah.
Actually, I found some this weekend.
These all sold. They all sell for nice, decent prices.
Eldorado, $85. Quick Kick, $35. Beautiful figures in and out.
TNT Bird, $50.
I actually found one that was blue this weekend. I think it's a convertible. I bought it.
Okay. There you go. Coming up on the page.
Oh, and I found the case, a red line case, too, which is really nice.
Cloud Car box, $40 shipped. Nice displayable box.
Sears sticker on the side for those that are wondering what these stickers are. The person that bought it actually said that it's going to fit their collection nicely because they were collecting Sears boxes with stickers. So
some more red lines. These all sold. A bunch of them on the page that day. I was very happy to see that. Hoth turret set,
$30. Trying to get rid of them in and out. They take up room.
Lola, $45.
Lola. Footloose, $30. Beautiful condition. Hawk Tua number 2. This one did not sell. Still for sale. Near mint. Beautiful condition. Leather Nuts Special Mission Brazil. 55. Again, these special missions, these Tiger Force and Night Force figures, they were not the common GI Joes. So these are you have to collect these in order to, add these to your collection, obviously. But these are not the normal common figures that people add.
Here's a Luke Skywalker, $110. Oh my God, graded. Missing his nose. Yoda, graded, $110.
There it is.
Yeah, missing the nose. Yoda, same price, $110. Some more red lines, and some more red lines.
Actually, I think this is the one that I bought. I think
Light My Firebird. If you flip it over and look at the bottom, Brandon, it'll say the name of the car and the year. It actually tells you exactly what it is in the bottom of it.
Oh man, I wish they would do that with everything.
Here's another car that sold red line. The split an image. I remember this one. This one was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
This was the custom Cougar that sold. We might have to do 2 shows a week, Brandon, with all the sales we do on a daily basis.
I know, right?
A lot of sales. These are all loose figures coming. Loosey Goosey, Emperor, Leia,
incomplete, just a cape and the figure. Here's John Walden, 1969. So I called this one John Goodman, but he looked just like John Walden.
I like how Walden has his own figure for each year he was alive.
This one is I actually just sold another one of these on the page a couple days ago. I called that one John Walden. This is still John Goodman. Looks just like
yeah, it's like Walden with hair. It's a Boba Fett. A Jawa complete. It's $55.
Claymore, again, Special Mission Brazil, one of the rarer figures, 160, still for sale.
Rare.
Near mint plus. This is a beautiful figure. So if you want to grade some Joes, I would snag this one.
Imperial Commander, the standard blaster, hammerhead. There's a Ramba, $110. Those have nosedive too. Crazy Legs, Night Force, $85.
This figure is just really cool looking.
I don't remember him at all.
He's ready to, because Night Force, that's probably why it wasn't your average figure that was on the peg. These coming later. 1988. It's the same thing like the last 17. These are the figures that they were trying to pump out
at the end.
At the end, to kind of like, hey, we gave a different paint and we're calling it something else, Night Force. And people were like, oh, I already had that figure. I don't want to get it again. And then now these are the ones that are worth money. Lando, another Tuscan.
Yeah.
A broken lettered saber. Luke, $20.
More bibs, more Walrus Man, more Klaatu, more Lando Skiff. Some army builders.
Tunnel Rat, $50. 87 V1. Complete. Still for sale. Backpack has got 2 of these flashlights on there that are hard to find. Short Fuse. I'm actually surprised this one's still there. Straight Arm, near mint, V1 complete. Beautiful condition figure. Energizer battery for sale.
Yep. Batteries not included, but at some point you'll see we will catch up to our weekly sales. We're just trying to go back to January and start. So as each week goes on, you will see the week before. So C-3PO, more AT-ATs, more B-Wing. Surprisingly, I know you guys see a lot of these loose figures, but they sell, and they always sell. People are always upgrading. They're always doubling up. There's always new collectors joining the page. So stuff like this, you have to have on hand, and you have to constantly keep listing it because it just sells.
I mean, that's how I ended up with so many figures. I was just constantly upgrading. So I ended up with like 35 Tusken Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, we can't just do mocks and loose graded all day. Loose figures is probably always going to be our number one seller on the page, always. So
Gung Ho 45, complete, beautiful condition with really nice paint. Sold. Another Jawa 55, another Death Star droid 25, another Wicket $50, very nice condition. Another AT-AT, another Lumat. Paplu $70.
Yeah, he's getting harder and harder to sell nowadays.
Used to be like 95 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Rada. Another Leia. Steel Brigade V1B 175. Still for sale. Very nice condition. No cracks. Thunder Thighs. I shouldn't even know what his real name is. I think it's Thunder. Thunder, maybe?
I actually thought that was his real
name. Steeler. I think everybody else did too. Lots of comments about Thunder Thighs. Steeler 45 completes. No broken thumbs.
Some more acrylics to sell. That was the Hicks.
Muskrat. Night Force. 230. Another harder to find figure. Figurine bums.
Yeah, has some modern crap. More modern. Ula. Mail away.
Ula with the box.
Is a snow speeder missing the harpoon and block. $40 shipped.
Comes with a pilot. Some pins.
Another snow speeder, same thing, missing the harpoon and block. Postage stamp collecting. This is vintage, $10. Add it to your box.
Yeah, the weirdest shit, man.
Yeah, the comic book, 1978 Star Wars. That was $10.
All right, we'll end it here. At the comic book. We've droned on enough.
As you can see, folks, I'm telling you, in another couple of weeks, we will catch up where whatever episode you see, it will just be the week prior sales. Or hopefully the week prior sales. There's just so many sales within a day that, we don't want to make these hour-long episodes. We're trying to keep it to 30 minutes, 35 minutes tops. But, when John
we're just going to focus on the stuff that is less common that's on the page now. I mean, you guys have already seen, enough Snaggletooths and Greedos and Jawas and Stormtroopers to know that what the price that they go for. And if you actually have any questions, then just ask in the comments, and we'll get to you, and we can help you out with pricing and stuff like that. But as always on the page, we have good pricing on there. We want to sell these items. We don't want to sit on them. So
no. And when John Walden starts listing, he just takes it over. So. We let him have his glory for those couple of days because he was snowed in. He had about, I think, 2.5 inches of snow, so he couldn't leave the house for a week. So,
correct.
But yeah, thank you for joining us on our second episode. If you guys like the thumbnail and you want us to continue using that going forward, we might make a new one, trying to feel it out and see what everyone thinks. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Checking us out. We will be doing this weekly.
Yep. And thanks to our patrons. Thank you for signing up for patreon.com/580talkingtoys. Please join us on our sales page, Rogue 5 Toys. And as always, please join us on our podcast where we'll have a live coming up pretty soon. 5 Idiots Talking Toys.
We should probably add also that these episodes are going to air every Friday, 6 p.m. So we have our Wednesday show, Wins and Whiff at 6. We have our regular Sunday podcast, which is at 6. Now we're going to have the Rogue 5 rundown every Friday, 6 p.m.
All righty.
So
looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys.
As always, please comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know what you think. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.